Okay, so here we are with the train set. We've got a bit of a, not the best video camera, so the focus tends to go out. But here's a full view where you can actually see the controls as well. And on the control panel, you can see how we control all the points with these little switches. So it's just a toggle switch, you just flick it up or down, and then you push the button to actually set it. And that depends if you want the track. So for example, this one over here controls this one over here, this join here. And if you want the track to go, if you want the train to come from this side, then this toggle switch needs to be in the up position, which it is. If you want it to come down, to come onto that track, then it needs to be in the down position. And then to actually set the point, you actually push this red button. So when I push that red button, you will see that the point will change. So I'll push it now, and you'll see it flicked across. And then if I want to make it go back up, flick the switch up, take the red button again, and when I push it, it'll flick down. So now you can see a train will take this path along here. So to start it, we already have the loco in the shed. So I'll just come around here in the messy garage in the background, and if I bring it down without focusing, you can actually see the locos inside the shed. And what I'll do is just go all the way around the track, and you can actually see there's mountain over there. The loco's in the shed, and it's a bit wobbly while I get back here. Alright, so to start it up, all I'm going to do is just turn the knob, and that'll accelerate the train, and out she comes onto the turntable, and we'll stop her there, and then we just flick this switch around, and that'll make the turntable spin around. As you can see, the turntable spinning. Now the turntable is lined up with its main track, so I just turn that off. And then all I do is I just turn this knob, and you'll watch the loco will accelerate. There we go. The loco comes down. Now when the loco gets down to this point over here, it's actually going to stop because it's controlled by a different control. So you can see it just stopped there. Even though I've got the control turned all the way up, can't go any further. If I reverse it by flicking a switch, it'll go back. And if I bring it forward, it'll come down, and it'll just stop there. So now to control this next section of track, which is the middle one, you got to use this control here. So what you got to do is you got to flick this. So we'll just turn that to so there's no speed. The track has to be in that position there, and we just give it a bit of an acceleration, and off the loco goes. Now we need to remember to change this point because the train's going to come around and it's going to come onto this track here. So we go over here, flick the switch, push the button, and that point has just changed, and now the train will go without derailing. And there you can see, and off it goes. So there she goes around the track, and what I can do is I can speed her up, just turn the knob, and there she goes, faster, and that's full speed. So what we'll do, we'll bring her around, and then we'll slow her down. So I'll start to slow her down now, just turn the knob, slow her down, there we go, we'll stop her, flick the switch, to put her into reverse, and what we're going to do is we're going to come and pick up these two carriages. So to do that, we've got to change these points. So we go over here, and we can see that's the switch there, so we flick it up, push the button, and when I push the button the point will change. There we go, and now it's already in reverse. I'll flick the switch, turn it up, and you'll see there goes the loco. In she comes, and she's going to pick up that carriage. Boom, there she is. Put the loco back into forward, off she goes, and there she's got it. And now we've got to remember to flick that back. So we come back, put the switch down to there, flick it, and now it'll do the complete loop. So I'll accelerate it up a little bit. There you can see her go, and away she goes. And we can do the same thing and come back and fetch that if we want, but that'll take a bit of time, so we won't bother with that. Now to bring it on the outside track, we just bring it along. We can just stop it. So all I've done, I've just turned that down, put it in reverse. Now we need to change this setting here so that the track will come onto this one, not onto that one. So we come over here, this is the one here, we've got to flick it down, push the red button, you hear a click, click. So that's now set. Now we just accelerate. There it goes. Oh, sometimes it gets a little bit stuck. Oh, the reason it's got stuck is because we've got to go to the other control. Okay, so to go to the other control, we just flick that switch, and there she goes. So there was actually no reason for her to get stuck. So we'll just stop it there. We've got to change the point back. We come along, flick that, you heard the click. Now she's ready to go. Whoop. And there she goes. Okay, obviously I flicked the wrong switch. We'll reverse it, bring it back, and it is actually this one here. So we'll flick that, and you can see it now it's actually flicked. And forward she goes. And there she goes, and now she'll go on the outside track. And she'll disappear into the tunnel. And there she comes out the tunnel. And we'll even do a little bit of a zoom in here. Try and get it to focus. Nothing like watching a train coming out the tunnel. There it is. And there goes the train around the track, and there's just a little bit of a close-up of the chemical factory. And of course I had to put a smokestack in, but if you look very carefully you'll see there's a little me on there, which isn't there yet, but anyway, that's me stack testing. And if I bring it around the back here, you see it go into the tunnel, and you watch it come out the tunnel. And there's just a close-up of the loco shed, some of the trees. There's a little guy waiting over there. And that's basically it. That's how it all works. And there it is. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you found that enjoyable.